It's a big victory for Indian farmers as the Delhi High Court rejected Pepsico's appeal for patent on potato seeds used for Lay's chips. The dispute between Indian farmers and the New York-based Pepsico began in 2019 over the seed variety known as FC5. Pepsico sued some Indian farmers for growing this variety of potatoes known for having less moisture, which goes well for making chips. In response, Kavita Kuruganti, a farmers' rights activist, petitioned the Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers' Rights Authority, or the PPVFR, for the revocation of intellectual protection granted to Pepsico's F5 potato variety. In return, PPVFR acted on Kuruganti's concerns by dismissing Pepsico's patent. Pepsico approached Delhi High Court against the revocation of the patent cover. The court, in its July 5th order, ruled in favor of the farmers and dismissed the company's plea. Kavita Kuruganti lauded Delhi High Court's judgment. Issuing a statement, Pepsico India chairman said they had filed an appeal against the order of revocation of registration of their potato variety FL or file number 2027. The Delhi High Court held that exercising of rights by Pepsico granted for its potato variety under PPVFR and cannot be construed as against public interest, and revocation of registration of PPVFR authority on ground of public interest, which was erroneous. Pepsico India chairman says they are in the process of examining the order in detail to decide their options. But what is potatoes FC5 variety? The FC5 variety of potatoes gained attention due to its association with Pepsico, which is a leading food and beverage company. Pepsico has been working closely with Indian farmers to cultivate the FC5 variety, which is specifically developed to meet the company's needs for making high-quality potato chips. The group of farmers sell its produce to Pepsico at a fixed price. And for the latest on this report, we earlier spoke to Kavita Kuruganti, who is a core convener of Alliance for Sustainable and Holistic Agriculture, and this is what she had to say.
India's farmers are the largest chunk of India's workforce. And because India's farmers are toiling so hard, India has seed and food sovereignty and therefore political independence from being dependent on other countries for food imports and so on. And it was also pointed out that seed is one of the most critical inputs in agriculture, and the very right to livelihood, which courts have held is equal to the fundamental right to life, depends on that seed being accessible to farmers. And more than 65% of India's seed to this day in our agriculture comes from farm-saved seed. It doesn't come from businesses and industry or government supplying seed. It is farmers actually producing seed and saving it, exchanging it, reusing it, and even selling it. That is how Indian agriculture survives to this day. And all these facts were pointed out to the Joint Parliamentary Committee as well as all the lawmakers in the parliament at that point of time by many public-spirited activists and farmer unions and even scientists and even people like Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. And that is how India decided to adopt something called the sui generis system in the WTO Article 27.3b. Instead of opting for patents, where farmers will not have rights over seed.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.